take that over for me? Thank you, Dan. Oh, Ray.
Larry?
Don't tell me Captain Morris kept you away from your family on Christmas Day.
No, I just figured I'd pick up some food to deliver to the homeless.
That's right. I heard you guys down at the station were in charge of that part. That's terrific. Everything all right at home?
Yeah, everyone's okay.
Sammy's all right after her bout with the flu?
Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
It's another reason I'm over here. I have to refill a prescription. And it seemed as good an excuse as any to get out of the house.
What, problems?
You don't want to hear about it.
What? You look like you need someone to talk to.
It's Delilah. I hung around for the presents and all that, but the atmosphere started to get kind of heavy. I'm tired of fighting with her.
What'd she do?
She conned Asa into buying my job back. Asa gave the commissioner a big fat check for charity, and bingo, I'm back on the force.
I'm sure Asa didn't need conning.
And since when do I need my wife to fight my battles for me? And I sure as hell don't need any help from Asa Buchanan.
Well, you were pretty upset about losing your badge.
I was handling it just fine until Delilah went and started pulling strings.
Well, I'm sure whatever she did because she loves you.
She could have consulted me first.
Look, you want some advice, free advice? It's Christmas, man. It's forget. Go home and apologize for whatever you said you didn't mean.
I meant what I said,
Well, all
Larry.
right, fine. Then go home and apologize for hurting her feelings.
I still need some time to cool off.
Yeah, it's understandable, but come on, it's Christmas. Forget it. Hey, you should be thankful you got a wife and a baby to go home to. Dad.
Hey, Merry Christmas,
My baby. How are you?
Merry Christmas, Ray.
Merry Christmas,
See you.
son.
How you doing? Listen, the pharmacy's down the hall on the right.
On the right, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Larry.
Come on.
Merry Christmas,
You
guys.
too, Ray.
Take it easy. It's just like old times, huh, Dad? I move back in, you're up and out before I'm awake.
I'm sorry, Dan. I had a little problem with the post-op patient. Hey, I see you found your Christmas present.
It's a nice sweater, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad you
Pretty
like
snappy.
it. Yeah.
And this is for you.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Is there any news about Allison's mother yet?
No, not that I've heard.
She ought to be here by now.
Well, I'm sure the police will pick her up when she gets it. Don't worry.
It's kind of hard not to, Dad. I mean, you know, Allison's up at Statesville. She's still in a coma. We don't know if she actually stole the Buchanan baby yet, and the only person who can tell us the truth is her mother, and she's not here yet. It's kind of hard not to worry.
What in the hell are you doing here?
I'll take it from here, Warren. Thank you very much, but don't go too far. I may need you. They're all yours, Mr. Sanders.
Hello, Dorian.
You know, Charles, I don't appreciate being ambushed by your agents at the airport. And I suppose I have you to thank for all of this, huh?
John, I'd like to know what you were doing at the airport.
You had to go whining to Charles, didn't you? You know, you set me up.
John, I asked you a question. This was not Dorian's fault. What were you doing trying to sneak this woman out of the country?
Charles, I suggest that you secure this room before you do any further questioning. This is a sensitive government matter, remember?
I am no threat to your security, and you know it.
I'm not saying another word.
Charles, I suggest you talk to Agrippina. I'm sure that she has opinions about what has been going on.
I have plenty of opinions, Dorian. I just don't choose to share any of them with you.
Get her out of here, Charles.
Charles, you are misinterpreting all of my actions.
Get out before I personally boot you out.
How dare you talk to me like that?
You heard what he says. He doesn't want you here.
All right, hold it now. Excuse me. Dorian, I do think it's best for all concerned if you were to leave now. Thank you.
Agrippina, you will be sorry for this. John, I'll speak to you later. Charles and Judith, thank you so much for the hospitality.
And you want to tell me why you sent your goons to pick us up at the airport?
They were just doing their job. Your compatriot here, John, happens to be an escaped felon as well as a known foreign agent.
That's not true.
You were Dimitri's accessory. He was planning to sell military secrets to enemies of the United States. And you, John, by trying to help her get out of the country, you are now an accessory to treason.
My brother is not a traitor. And I'm not a foreign agent. How could you even imagine that he would betray anyone when he gave his life to the government on Devil's Claw?
Judy, I can defend myself, thank you. Look, Aggie isn't an intelligence agent. She's a victim of Dimitri, just like the rest of us. And what's more, she helped save a lot of lives down there in Devil's Claw, including your daughters.
I merely lent a hand.
Yeah, well, if she hadn't turned on Dimitri, we wouldn't have our hands on the microfilm right now, and you know it.
She did escape from custody in Jamaica.
Oh, come on. This country owes her a lot more than a stinking cell in Jamaica.
I'm well aware of her situation, John.
I won't go back. I can't.
She's afraid that Dimitri will find her and take revenge, Charles.
Which is a very wise decision, as it turns out. It's Dimitri we want, Agrippina. And you are the key. We want you to stay on in Landview for a while, as our guest.
Oh, now I see, Charles. You want to use Aggie as your bait on your hook while you reel in Dimitri.
Exactly right, John. And not a bad plan at that.
No? Well, you don't know Dimitri like I do, Charles. And she double-crossed him. He'll kill her.
We'll prevent that. It's your decision, Agrippina.
If I live out in the open, he'll find me.
Just what kind of a deal are you offering her, Charles?
Very simple. Cooperation or face charges.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a real great choice, pal. You ought to be real proud of yourself.
If he finds out where I am, he could send one of his henchmen.
We are convinced, Agrippina, that he will come in person. Now, if you cooperate, we will protect you. And once he's in custody, you're a free woman.
Okay, there. All right. Rinaldi, Rizzo, Robbins, Roberts. Cordero Roberts passed through customs in Jamaica.
Jamaica?
There, you got what you came for.
So now look up Kate, see if she's in there too.
I'll give it a try. Bingo. Sanders, Kate. Yep.
I knew it.
Well, I'll tell you, honey, looks like Cord and his girlfriend are going to have a little vacation in the sun.
Are you kidding? They didn't go to Jamaica. She took him to Devil's Cross. She's playing on his emotional feelings right now, how bad he feels, and she lured him into a trap.
Oh, nice try, Tina. But your con game is not going to work this time.
Except this is not a con game. Cord needs my help, and I can't do it on my own.
You were not trying to save Cord from terrorists. You were trying to stop him from having a fling he richly deserves.
Asa, please, I am trying to save his life. Please, you have to believe me.
Not this time, Tina. You have used everything but horse liniment to keep that boy in your web, and I'm sorry to say, help you do it. But no more, honey. Once you're here, I am through.
That's not fair. Asa, I don't have anyone else to turn to.
The last time I saw you, I called you a despicable, gold-digging little liar. I have not changed my opinion of you. Now get the hell out of here.
Asa, Cord's life is in danger. We have to help him. I swear to you, that is the truth. Now, what if something were to happen to Cord and you did nothing to help him, huh? How would you be able to live with yourself?
Did you get a chance to check the generator? Great. We better keep moving then. After that explosion, we're lucky we got out of the thing with our hands intact. Come on, don't go blaming the jewelry now.
I don't. I blame myself. If I wasn't so elated over a chest full of treasure, I would have seen the tripwire.
It is not your fault. We both knew how dangerous it was when we came down here.
But I'm the one who insisted that we don't tell anybody. Now no one knows where we are.
Hey, we're gonna get out of this.
Yeah? How?
And try the control here. Come on, man!
Why don't we take a little break?
It's a lovely way to spend a Christmas, don't you think?
Yeah. What would you be doing if you were in Landview?
I wouldn't be with Tina, that's for sure. Woman is something else, you know that? She only married me because of my bank account. She didn't care about who I really was.
Yeah, my family's money has gotten in the way a few times.
From the minute I met her, all she did was lie to me and just kept getting worse and worse.
It's painful when someone you trust has let you down.
Everybody tried to warn me about it, though, and I was just too dumb to listen.
Well, sometimes you have to discover things for yourself.
Well, I discovered plenty, didn't I?
What about the future? Have you, made any decisions?
Who can make plans about the future, Kate? Besides, as they say, only time will tell. Speaking of time, I think we better get moving because ours is just about run out.
Oh, my God. Clarence, help me! Oh, it's all right. It'll be all right. Help! He can't breathe.
It's just asthma.
What?
It's his asthma. Why don't you help him?
I'm sorry.
Come here, Julie. Sit on Daddy's lap. Now you just breathe. Slow and even. Slow and even. Come on. It's not helping. I think maybe Daddy better take you over to Dr. Woltl at the hospital and have a look at you. Huh? You would like me to call Larry?
Yeah? But what should I do?
Sit here with Mommy while I call the hospital and let them know we're coming.
You poor baby. Come here, love. What's wrong? It's your brother. It's his asthma. Oh.
Dr. Woltl, please. Clint Buchanan calling. I'm taking him to the hospital, Kevin.
Yes, well, I'm going with you.
Everything's going to be just fine, Kevin. Larry, it's Clint. Joey's having an asthma attack, and the inhaler doesn't seem to be working. I'd like to bring him over, okay? Yeah, thank you.
Yes?
Okay, Kevin, you stay here and help Kim take care of Jessica.
Oh, wait. Gotta give him a present. So you can play with this while you're in the hospital, okay, Joey?
I'll hold this for him, all right?
What's the matter with you? Why the hell did you help him?
I'm sorry.
Well, you know how every second counts. If you'd gotten the inhaler right away.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Joey. You go upstairs, tell Kim we're taking your brother to the hospital.
We'll be back as soon as we can,
Bye,
sweetheart.
Joey.
What do you think, Miss Walcott? Have you made up your mind?
I'd like to talk to Aggie alone, Charles.
All right. I trust you can control your guest.
We'll be in the study.
I'll be waiting.
I'm sorry I got you into hot water, John.
Oh, Aggie, forget about me. You're the one who's got a tough decision to make. You know, Dimitri's no dummy. If he wants to find you, he's going to find you. Now, at least here in Lambview, you'll have people to protect you.
I saved his life more than once. But in the end, I betrayed him.
Dimitri won't be satisfied to see me dead. He'd want to torture me first.
Nobody can decide but you, Aggie.
He's like an octopus. His reach extends everywhere.
And he's bound to find out sooner or later that our government picked you up at the Lambview airport.
And if he finds me first, not even Johnny Rage can protect me.
Johnny Rage is in prison in Frankfurt. You can count on John Russell to protect you, though.
And is he more powerful than Johnny Rage?
He's not in jail, is he?
The truth is that I'm a coward at heart.
Aggie, you're no coward. I've seen you in action. You do have to quit running sometime, though.
You think I should stay on here in Landview, don't you?
Well, I think maybe Charles' offer could be your last chance.
If it wasn't for Dorian, I'd be halfway to Australia by now.
Believe me, I owe her for that, and I plan to settle the score. But right now, it's you I'm worried about because you've got a tough decision to make.
Do you promise you'll do your best to protect me?
Scout's honor.
I trust you. Okay, I'll do it.
I think you made the right decision. Charles? Charles, Aggie's made a decision.
What's it going to be?
I've decided to take you up on your offer, Mr. Saunders.
I've seen John angry before, but not like that. He was livid.
I hope you like this. Found the recipe in an old cookbook.
He blamed me for everything.
Try it.
How is it? Delicious. You should have seen his face. I'm serious, Diane. It was a look of sheer hatred. And that Agrippina, little idiot, hanging all over him, acting innocent, and John eating it all up.
Feel like it's my fault. I'm serious. I never should have told you that I saw her in John's office.
Oh, please. Nothing is worse than being the last to know. And this way, I can do something about it.
What?
John and I have a commitment. And I'm not going to let that brainless little bimbo mess things up for me. I've worked too hard on this relationship to just see it go up in smoke.
You're going to fight for her.
You just bet I am, because he's worth it.
And you never give up.
No, I don't. I'll come up with something. You just watch.
What do you want me to do? Fly you down the devil's claw?
Well, that would be the quickest way.
You take me for a fool? N.O.
Asa, look, come on. Now, you already have a plane, right? I mean, he's your grandson. I am your granddaughter-in-law.
I am sick and tired of people pulling me into family business. You know what happens when I help my kin? I get kicked in the teeth. Nephew, Ray, for instance. Got canned by the police department. Wife comes running to me, begging me to get his badge back. I get the badge back. Does he thank me? Hell no.
This is different.
Yeah, what about that phony kidnapper? Wanted $1 million to rescue Jessica Ann. Did Clint show any gratitude?
Asa, we don't have time for this.
Look, nobody ever shows any gratitude to me. I mean, look around you. It's Christmas. Where the hell is everybody?
Believe me, they will all come running if you just save Cord's life.
Quiet.
What is it?
We gotta move, and we gotta move fast. Come on.
Look, just take a rest for a minute, Kate.
I want to keep on working.
Yeah, Kate, I want to keep... Stop. I want to keep on working, too, but the air is getting real thin in here. We're starting to lose some of our oxygen. I was just trying to conserve some of our energy for a while. How's your head?
Oh, I forgot all about it.
How's that lump's going down?
It's getting cold in here.
Yeah, I started to notice that myself.
Are you okay?
I've been better.
Dare I ask what you think our chances are?
You can ask, but I don't think you're going to like the answer.
Oh, God.
Kate, now come on, hang in there.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you were going to be all right. We both are.
I am so scared.
There's nothing wrong with having that feeling.
If you ever tell anybody I was afraid, I'll deny it.
Kate, there is nothing wrong with being frightened.
Yes, there is. It's weak, it's pathetic, and it's a total waste of time.
Come on, now it sounds like it's Tina you're talking about here. Yeah, I'm kind of scared myself right now. What's the matter? Aren't you as tough as you're always letting people think you are?
I'm the toughest woman you'll ever meet, Cord Robert.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, you want to see how tough I am?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
You just watch me.
All right, ram bed in action. Okay, wait, don't wait. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Go!
So that's it. The rest is really quite simple. From here, you'll go to the Vernon Inn, where we keep a suite. And you will begin to lead a very normal and very visible life.
You might just as well tell me to wear a target on my back.
We are going to give you full protection.
At least that's something to look forward to. A handsome secret agent as an escort.
Well, I want to assure you once again, your safety is our primary consideration. And we'll take Dmitri the moment he shows his face and long before he ever gets to you. So, if there are no further questions, I'll have my man Warren escort you over to the inn, and I'll just inform them that you're on your way.
Aggie, I'll see you in a little bit.
You're not going with me, John?
I need your keys, pal. You know, your buddy Warren impounded mine.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And I'd like my car back before dark at my apartment, please. Aggie, later.
Oh, John, if you're tearing off over to Dorian's now, remember, this was not her fault.
Charles, what's between Dorian and me is none of your business.
What is taking so long?
It takes time to make sure the adrenaline is working.
Is this really serious?
Well, it isn't exactly life-threatening, but it certainly is serious. But you know that.
Good news. Joey's fine.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, where is he?
When can I see him?
One at a time. It's all right. I had to give him another shot of adrenaline, so he's a little wired up right now. But he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine tomorrow.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
No thanks.
Thanks for always being there when we need you.
No thanks necessary.
Thank you very, very
Nurse
much.
is with him now. She'll be finished in a few minutes.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
Dr. Wallach, orthopedic.
That must be me. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Oh, thank God he's all right.
Maybe now you can answer my question. Why didn't you run for the inhaler the minute he started wheezing? And don't tell me that you suddenly forgot that Joey has asthma.
Oh, I didn't forget, no.
He was bent over nearly double trying to breathe, and you just stood there. Why?
I don't know. I mean, I got very frightened, and I did whatever I could.
You called me. It's a good thing you didn't forget my name.
I'm sorry, all right? I have been very, very upset lately, and maybe I had a momentary memory loss.
Well, I just don't get it, Peggy. We have kept that inhaler in a drawer for years, and you knew where it was. Now, why didn't you get it?
What do you think I was trying to do, make it worse?
I don't know what you've been trying
All right,
to do.
just stop badgering me now, Clint Buchanan. The child is all right.
Badgering you? I will badger you all I have to. Now, Vicki Buchanan would never have let her son suffer like that. And that only proves further to me that when Joey was having his attack, you were Nicky Smith. Now, damn it, admit it.
Here, have another mint.
No.
Thank you. Well, I didn't think the turkey was all that bad. Dressing could have been better, but, all in all, I thought it was pretty good.
It was very good. You did a wonderful job. Look, I know you're disappointed that John didn't come home. He's the one who missed out, not me. Maybe he'll be home later. Come on, it's Christmas. Let's cheer up, all right? Come on, I've got a tape of Christmas carols here somewhere. Yeah, sure I do. There, that's better, isn't it? Come on, it's time. Way past time to open these presents, shall we? No. You first. Oh. There. This is for you,
Thank
me.
you. I hope you like it.
Oh, I'm sure I will, but I hope you didn't do anything foolish.
Well, it reminded me so much of you, I couldn't resist it.
I want to talk to you.
Oh, John. We were just opening our presents.
Excuse us, Diane.
I'll be in my room. Merry Christmas, John.
Don't Merry Christmas me, Dorian. You spied on me for the last time. You understand what I'm saying? I am tired of being hounded.
I was not hounding you.
You know, you keep showing up in places that you are not wanted, and I have had enough.
I went to Charles about Agrippina because I was afraid for your safety, not because I was jealous. Do you understand? Afraid for you.
Can't you get it through your head? I don't need some woman trying to run my life.
How well do you know Agrippina? How do you know that she isn't setting you up with Dmitri?
She tried to save our lives, remember?
Yes.
She handed over the microfilm.
Yes, I remember that, John.
Then what you should have been doing is try to help her escape, maybe, instead of conspiring to land her in jail again.
Maybe I would have done that if she weren't conspiring to get you in her bed.
Jealousy! I knew it!
I am not jealous, and don't you leave without your present!
All right, Kate, stop. Kate, stop. Now, look, we've tried this. It's useless. All we're doing now is we're burning our own oxygen, and we're just making ourselves more tired.
I'm not going to quit, Clyde.
Hey, I'm not planning on quitting either. But I'm planning on sitting down, and I'm planning on waiting. Waiting for somebody to come by to rescue us.
Like who?
Like, I don't know who. Anybody, maybe the fellow who rented us the boat. Maybe some passing yachtsman. I don't know. But somebody is going to come by, and they're going to get us out of here.
Maybe you're right. Maybe somebody will see the boat and come looking for us.
I just said that.
Yeah, I guess you did. You know something?
What?
I always thought I was immortal.
Well, you are. Well, I mean, your soul is.
I mean, my soul, I mean me, all of me, you know? All those missions for Earth peace, last year in Israel, last month here. I guess I thought I was invulnerable.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess I kind of feel the same way, too.
I don't want it to be over.
Nothing is going to be over.
Well, I'm not dying alone.
You are not dying at all. At least not here, not now.
Cord, would you hold me?
And if you hold me, too. Look, why don't we just stop talking for a while here and save some of this oxygen we're so worried about? Just kick back, shut your eyes, and let those visions of sugar plums dance through your head.
That is absolutely not fair. Every time something goes wrong, you dredge up Nicky Smith.
That's who you were.
Nicky Smith is dead.
When Joey was having his attack, you were not the woman I married. I would bet my life on it. Now, I am sick and tired of trying to figure out whether it's Nicky Smith or Vicky Buchanan that I am talking to. Now, you're going to a psychiatrist, if I have to take you there.
Don't threaten me.
I am not threatening you. I will take you back to one View Sanitarium if I have to.
Oh, no, you will not, Clint Buchanan. And while I'm at it, let me tell you one other thing. If I haven't seemed much like the wife you married, you haven't been anything of a husband, have you? Because everything you say to me is wrong. It's not only wrong, it's downright cruel.
Well, sometimes the truth can be very cruel, but it still has to be faced.
I don't even know who you are.
Vicky, Clint, Joey's ready to go home.
I will get him, thank you.
Anything I can do?
No. I'm afraid there's nothing you or any other friend can do right now, Larry.
Sorry. Clint, just talked to headquarters. Allison Perkins' mother was picked up at the port this morning. She's down at the station ready for questioning.
Larry, tell Vicky to go ahead and take Joey home. I'm going to the station.
Okay.
Maybe now we can nail the truth down.
All right.
Wish that crack were wider.
Okay, I think we pried that door open as far as it's gonna go. Just try to relax, take it easy, and not talk for a while. It could be the only source of fresh air we've got down here.
Well, why not squander it? Live it up one last time.
Come on, Kate. Don't lose it on me here.
Look at these jewels. These will be going out in style. The poor little rich girl and the rich little poor girl. They'll tell tales about us, won't they, Cord? That way we'll live on.
Come here. Come on.
I have a confession to make.
I think I know what it is. I don't want to die either.
All I wanted was a little adventure.
Listen to me. As the great yogi says, it's not over until it's over.
That's great. Now we're lost in these underground caverns.
Well, the main entrance was cut blocked by that boulder.
Well, that must mean Cord and Katie couldn't have got into headquarters. They must be back in Jamaica. But we're going now.
No, we can't go anywhere yet.
It's damn foolishness to come here, Tina. Now they're chopping the pile around the beach, waiting for us. It's just a hop and a jump. We're back on the mainland and back to sanity.
I'm not going anywhere until I find out whether or not Cord is here.
Fine, you stay here. It's all yours, lady. I'm getting the hell out.
Asa, you can't leave me here alone.
When I think how helpless I was absolutely unable to do anything at all for him.
Well, Joey's all right now, though, right?
Oh, but Tom, I should have known. I mean, if it hadn't been for this memory lapse, I would have given him his medication, recognized the symptoms. We would never have taken him to the hospital.
Well, you'll know next time, won't you?
What if the next time something else happens? What if I let my children down in some other way? Please don't tell me that it can't happen, because believe me, I found out that it can.
Vicki, you've forgotten 8 years of your life. You're not going to fill that in overnight.
I have to make a start, Tom. I realize now I need to get help. No matter what the risk, I have to do something to get my memory back.
I'm sorry to put you through this, Mrs. Perkins. Believe me, I wish there was some easier way.
Captain, excuse us. When we heard Mrs. Perkins was here, we rushed right over.
Mrs. Perkins, you don't know me, but my name's Clint Buchanan.
Clint, I've already taken Mrs. Perkins' statement. As you can see, it's been pretty much an ordeal.
Mrs. Perkins, I deeply regret what's happened to Allison, but my family's whole future depends on your version of the story.
Captain, if we could read over Mrs. Perkins' statement.
No. Mr. Buchanan has the right to hear the truth directly from me.
You said when you were at the hospital with Joey that Clint accused you again of being Nicky Smith.
Oh, yes, the fact that I forgot Joey's asthma, that was proof positive.
I suppose you're aware that if you tell all of Landview that you lost your memory, all of Landview will probably believe you're Nicky Smith.
Well, it's a risk I'm just going to have to take for my children's sake. I really don't have any other choice.
I suppose you realize it could get worse before it gets better.
Yes, I do understand that. But, Tom, I cannot continue to live in the past, no matter how lovely the fantasy may be, you know. My children, they are here now. They need me in the here and now.
Vicki, I'm very glad you made this decision. Not only for the children.
You're right. Clint deserves to know the truth, too, I know.
Well, actually, I was thinking about myself. You know, since you lost your memory, you've looked upon me as, well, as your guide, right?
You've been marvelous. I don't know how I could have managed without
Well,
you.
your needing me has made me feel very close to you.
But you are.
Well, I mean, close in a way that reaches beyond just simple friendship. I want to be, Vicki, I want to be more than just something that keeps, a dream of Joe Riley alive. I want to take my chances, too, out there in the here and now.
Tom.
No, I'm not asking to make any promises. I'm not asking you anything except to please put the past behind you and, well, see me for who I really am.
That means finding the 8 years that I've lost.
Well, Dr. Spender at Mountain View could help you do that.
No way. I will not go to somebody who knows me. The first thing they would think is that Nicky Smith has come back.
Well, actually, that does make sense. Even though it's Christmas Day, I think we should be able to find a psychiatrist in Philadelphia that can help you in your case objectively.
We?
Well, yes, even though I want the past behind us, I would like to share the future. As a matter of fact, when we do find a specialist, I'll drive you to Philly myself.
Tom Dennison. And that's who you are, you know, Tom Dennison. I don't know what I would do without you.
Well, I don't know either, but I think it's time we both found out. So, what do you say? Let's find someone here and then get the ball rolling, huh?
You'll have to be patient with me. I just can't believe that what's happened. Allison always hated being the prison warden's daughter and living in the walls of the prison, and now she's right back there again.
Mrs. Perkins, believe me, we don't want to put you through any more pain.
I want to tell you what I know.
Whenever you're ready, ma'am.
Do you believe in divine retribution? I don't want to. I don't want to feel that God punished my child for what she did.
What did Allison do?
She didn't want to. He made her do it.
Who, Mrs. Perkins? Who made her?
Mitch Lawrence. Before he died, he programmed Allison to do what he wanted. I'm sorry, she took your baby, but she was stronger than Mitch. She brought her back to you.
Just take it easy, Kate. Short, shallow breaths, that's all.
It's ironic, isn't it?
What?
Oh, you know, me thinking I'm so tough, and here I am holding on to you for dear life.
Well, in case you hadn't noticed, I'm holding on to you pretty tight myself.
I thought I'd live forever.
Yeah. I know what you mean. So did I.
Hey, don't let this go to your head, but if I had to be trapped underground with anyone, I'd probably pick you.
Yeah. I would probably pick my old dog, Dave. He could dig his way out of anything.
Don't make me laugh for wasting oxygen.
I know. It's like your breath. Every minute is important.
Every breath, every minute. Would you really pick your old dog, Dave?
Nah. I don't think so.
I know it's a little too late for Merry Christmas, but to the most beautiful woman in the world.
You shouldn't have.
Why? What are you talking about? You invited me over. My mother raised me right. I had to bring something.
I wanted to tell you something.
Let me guess. You had a miserable Christmas just like I did, right? I gotta tell you, since the O'Neill girls started gallivanting all around Europe, that place I live in is like a ghost house.
Yes, I know. I had a pretty lonely Christmas, too.
Okay. And we spend the rest of the Christmas holidays together, right?
As long as it lasts. Actually, I have something for you, too.
Hey, we agreed not to exchange gifts.
I know, but this I didn't have to shop for, you see. It's something, and I hope you like it.
Wow. Pam, it's beautiful. I don't have anything to match that.
Your friendship is gift enough. It's going to be one of the most beautiful things I'm going to remember about Lambview when I'm gone.
Where are you going? You on a vacation?
No, Pete, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You see, I am going back to Malakeva.
So I visit your father, right? How long you'll be gone?
Pete, I'm going back to Malakeva to live permanently.
Don't kid with me, Pam. Come on.
Oh, come on, Pete. My marriage is over. I don't have a home. I don't have family here. I don't have prospects, a job, nothing.
What do you mean nothing? What about your friends? What about me?
I am not going to be here and be a burden to my friends.
Pam, look at me. Who said you were going to be a burden to me?
If I stay here, that's exactly what I will be. No, I'm going back to Malakeva and try to put my life back together again.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. What is it? Do you need a house? You need some place to stay? I've got a house. You need a job? I'll help you find a job. Pam, if it's love, I have so much...
Pete, please, please. I know you really mean well, and I appreciate it. It's just that I really don't have any faith that any of this is going to work.
Pam, come on. We were starting to really build something. You can't walk out on this.
I have to. Don't you see, I loved Ace. It was a terrible mistake. I don't trust myself. I don't think I can love another man.
Pam, don't judge me by Asa Buchanan. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to us.
All right, now can we head back to the chopper?
No, Asa, just a few more minutes, all right? I just want to get to the end of the cave, see if there's another entrance here.
That's supposed to make me happy?
Look, Asa, let's just go a little bit further, see if we get to the end of the cave, and if there's not another entrance there, then I'll go with you, all right? Please?
The computer better be right. I can't even see with all these cobwebs.
Boy, looks like nobody's been here in ages.
You know why? Nobody's crazy enough.
What's that?
Wow, that looks like something from the Stone Age or the Iron Age. You know what this could be? It could be something the sailors rigged up to hide the gangway hatch. All right, Tina, that's it. That is the end of this tunnel.
You know, Ace, I thought for sure I'd find Cord in here somewhere. But you were right. You know, I'm sorry I dragged you here. I'm so sorry.
Come here. Here, Chloe, help me. Get on the door there. I think I found something. I'm gonna crank. You start pushing.
What?
You start pushing. Keep pushing. Push.
Now that this little adventure's over.
Hey, now, come on. Don't count us out of it yet.
Okay, now that this is almost over, there's something I wanted to say to you since the first time I met you.
I know. I couldn't stand you either.
Oh, come on, let me be serious for 1 minute.
Okay.
Some people go through their whole lives never feeling like I do right now.
I think they call that lack of oxygen to the brain.
Maybe, or maybe it's staring death in the face. Or maybe it's just that you're here and I'm here, and as crazy as that sounds, I'm glad.
I'm glad too. What the hell is that?
Cord? What is it?
Mrs. Perkins, before you go, one more question.
Hey, can't wait, Rafe.
It's all right, Captain.
Thank you, ma'am. Rumor has it that your daughter had an accomplice, someone who helped her return the baby to Landfair.
She may have done more than that.
What Clint means is that this accomplice could have planted a certain wig and a certain dress to throw the blame off Allison and on...
Nikki Smith.
Then it's true? Allison did have someone helping her.
She told me she did.
Who, Mrs. Perkins?
Don't badger her, Clint.
Please, Mrs. Perkins, who was it that wanted to implicate Nikki Smith?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me. She simply told me the accomplice was a woman.
Well, what woman? She must have given you some idea.
Now, Clint, I said that's enough. This woman's been through hell, and I'm taking her out of here now.
But, Bill...
Clint, the captain's right. Mrs. Perkins has told us everything she can. We're very grateful, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more. I just don't know anymore.
I think she's telling the truth, Clint.
The truth, Rafe? If Mrs. Perkins is telling the truth, then Vicky was telling the truth all along. And did I believe her? No. I nearly ruined my marriage, destroyed my marriage because I couldn't find some way to trust my wife.
Oh, Clint, come on. You had darn good reasons.
Out of hell with my reasons. She was telling the truth, Rafe. Vicky was telling the truth.
Well, where are you going to go? Where are you going?
I'm going to beg forgiveness from my wife. I just hope I'm not too late.
Thank God you're all right.
Oh, I'd say he's more than that, Tina. Cord, you're a true Buchanan. Facing death with a beautiful lady in your arms.
Tina, hey, how the hell did you know to find us here?
Who cares how they found us, Cord, unless I'm dead or dreaming? We're alive.
Yeah, we got lost in the catacombs, and then that boulder was in the entrance, and then Asa found this old crank.
Yeah, well, the pirates must have rigged it up.
Thank God it was touch and go there for a while.
Yeah, well, I just saw the touch part, honey. Let's see the go now, all right?
Mr. Buchanan, I don't know how I can ever thank you for rescuing us.
Oh, ma'am, it's my pleasure. Believe me, it's my pleasure.
Oh, Cord, I can't tell you how frightened I was when I thought you were lost in here.
Yeah, well, we were pretty frightened ourselves, Tina. But you still haven't told me. How'd you know to look for us here?
Well, I just had this feeling, you know, and I'm so glad I followed my instincts and went further into the cave, or else I might have lost you forever, and it would have been the end of me, too.
Tina.
Now, look, I know you don't like to hear me talk this way right now. All right, but just think about things, all right? I mean, doesn't this prove something to you? I mean, doesn't it prove to you that I had the sixth sense to come down here and find you, and doesn't it prove to you that I came all this way to find you? Doesn't it prove that I love you?
Look, at the risk of breaking up this very tender moment, didn't the idea of buried treasure lure you down here a little bit too, Tina?
What buried treasure?
What buried treasure? Cord and I are dripping with it, and the way Mr. Buchanan's tongue is hanging out of his mouth, he had hopes of finding that chest, too.
Well, Asa, tell him I didn't know anything about this treasure.
Incredible. I mean, incredible.
Come on, Tina, you trying to tell me you didn't know anything about this treasure?
I didn't know anything about it at all. And why are you trying to blame me when you should be blaming her?
Me?
Me? Yeah. I mean, you lured another woman's husband down here and almost got him killed.
What do you think your husband would prefer, Tina? Death with me or life with you?
Cord, are you
do you think about these two, huh, Kate? Good old Tina and Asa thought they'd pull a fast one on poor old Pamela? Looks like the big joke's on them, now don't it?
It sure does.
Asa, think you just give Pamela this worthless piece of island, didn't you? Not so worthless now.
Oh, no, it's worth its weight in gold and emeralds, diamonds, rubies, pearls.
I'd say so. How's it feel, Tina? You too, Asa? How's it feel to get a short end of the stick for once?
Cord, I didn't know anything about this treasure. I swear it.
Oh, yeah? Then how come you flew all the way down to Devil's Claw?
Love. Not that I would expect you to understand. But love gave me the sense that Cord was in danger, and love made me come all the way down here to save him.
Look, I would be the first one to admit how powerful love can be, but come on, Tina.
Oh, yes, love is a very powerful thing, but so is greed. You gonna try to convince me that Mr. Buchanan flew all the way down here for love?
I don't know why Mr. Buchanan flew all the way down here. Maybe you should ask him, huh? Asa? Asa?
Oh, perfect, Tina. This is great. You're distracting us, and Snake slips out of here.
Distracting? Could you make it sound like I'm in cahoots with him?
Well, you are, aren't you?
No. But, Cord, I didn't know anything about any of this. I'm telling you the truth.
Do you hear that? Did you guys come down here in a chopper?
Yeah, it's waiting for us at the beach.
Yeah? Well, I'm willing to bet it's not waiting for us anymore. I can't believe that old man just taking off like that without us. Man, I bet he's halfway back to Landview by the time we even get the stuff back to Jamaica.
You think he's gonna try to plot some way to get hold of this treasure?
No good old Asa. Are you kidding me? I bet he's making plans in midair.
Well, now do you believe me that I didn't know anything about this treasure or anything? It's his fault, not mine.
Tina, calm down. Cord, let's start loading the treasure.
Good idea. Look, I want to get out of here as fast as we can. And just be careful, all right? I don't want to run into any more of Colonel Dimitri's surprises.
So you're giving up, is that it?
You mean on this so-called civilized society? Yes, I am going to go back to Malakava, to the children who really do need me. And if I devote myself to anything, it's going to be to my father's sermons and to my painting.
You're going back to Malakava to stick your head in the sand.
Oh, great, Pete. What do you want me to do? Stick my head in the clouds?
No, what I want you to do is face reality for once, with me.
Oh, please, Pete, please. Please. I care about you. I care for you, but I have to leave. Now, you have to let me go. Just take this very small gift to remember me by and just go, please.
Okay, fine, I'll go. But if you think I'm going to take a painting to remember you by, you're crazy, lady. Goodbye, Pamela.
You realize there are no guarantees. Some people in your position have never regained their memories. Some are the happier for it.
Happier, Doctor?
Mrs. Buchanan, you must consider the possibility that your subconscious does not want you to recall certain events or emotions.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. My conscious mind feels exactly the same way.
Then you prefer the distant past to the more immediate?
Somehow, Doctor, I think that this lapse in memory is a dream come true.
A dream from which you do not wish to awaken?
Is that very selfish of me?
You tell me.
Oh, maybe it is. I mean, but how many people have the chance to go back to an earlier time, a happier and a simpler time, and to erase all the unhappiness that occurred in the interim, huh?
Yes, it is a rare experience, I grant you, but you yourself just said that it was selfish. Why?
Because of my children. My children are not a part of my distant past, except for my son, Kevin. They're in the present, and they need me now.
And you do want to be needed?
Very much so. That's why I'm here.
Then you must relax that grip on the distant past, Mrs. Buchanan. I'll need all of the cooperation and concentration that you can give me if I'm to help.
You will have it, Doctor. You will have it. For my children's sake, I have to restore the last 8 years of my life. I have to find my way back to the present.
And lie back, won't you? Let's begin at the beginning.
Well, we're getting there. There's not too much more to load out. It was smart of Cord to have us take this out sackful by sackful. That chest was way too heavy. Yes, well then, Cord is smart about a lot of things, isn't he?
Smart about most things. Apparently not everything.
Look, Tina, I know how you feel about me.
Good. Then I won't have to say it again.
I do want to say one thing to you, though. Thank you for saving our lives.
Oh, is that what I did? I thought I came down here looking for buried treasure and just accidentally saved your life.
Tina, you can't blame me for being suspicious.
Want to bet?
Look, you haven't explained to me how you knew we were here.
Maria, my husband's mother. She told me you were going to drag Cord off on another one of your crazy little adventures.
Well, why Devil's Claw? We could be anywhere.
My, you are giving me the third degree, aren't you?
I still don't understand this. If it wasn't the treasure that led you here, then what did?
Look, Asa saw something in his computer. I don't know, maybe it was this treasure. I have no idea. Next thing I know, we're in a plane, and we're here. And I get here just in time to save your life. That's all the thanks I get, isn't it?
Look, I don't care what your motives were, because I know that if you hadn't come here, I would be dead right now.
Yeah, and you didn't waste any of your time with Cord either. Did you? No, Cord and I have a fight, and then I almost end up killing myself, and boy, you just move right on in.
Oh, you think I brought Cord down here to steal him away from you?
Oh, no, of course not. Not a sweet little rich little environmentalist like you. No, you would never stoop to anything that low, would you?
Tina, Cord came down here on his own free will, not because of me, not because of the treasure, but because he wanted a little adventure in his life.
Yeah, and I'm sure you were more than happy to provide it, weren't you?
Yes, I was. I wanted to get his mind off all the grief you've been causing him lately.
Oh, is that what you call it? Easing his grief?
Tina, put yourself in my place.
I can't. I'm not nearly as rich or as spoiled as you.
Look, if you're about to take your last breath, wouldn't you want to spend it in the arms of some gentle, loving man?
Not if he was somebody else's husband.
Excuse me, ladies. You want to help me with the rest of this treasure? You know, I thought we were in this thing together.
Why don't you sit down? I'll get you something to drink.
No, thank you. I've been sitting or standing for hours for all the good it did me.
You know, Vicki, you can't expect to make a breakthrough in the first session, but if you'd taken Dr. Cross's advice and want to go back twice a week for other sessions.
No. I really think I have seen enough of psychiatrists' couches to last me a lifetime.
Well, I don't know. What else is going to help you bring your memory back, huh?
Well, each family has a family history, right? I will study the children's medical records. I will go through the scrapbooks, anything I can find.
And what's that supposed to accomplish?
It's going to help me to get to know my children a little bit better, and then if something like Joey's asthma comes up again, I'll be able to handle it.
I thought you wanted to help the children.
What do you think I'm doing?
Hiding? Vicki, you came very close to leaving your past behind you in Dr. Cross's office there, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because you'd rather live with the memory of a dead man than be right here with 3 living, breathing children that need you.
Why are you saying these things?
Because you've got to face the facts. And until you face the facts and realize that you're not going to be any use to yourself or the children until you bury the past, well,
I'm sorry, Vicki. I am so sorry that I don't...
What's this? Oh, Mary Lynn must have left it. It's for you.
Vicki, while you were gone, Clint stopped by. He's waiting for you at the house. It's urgent. What on earth does he want?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Face the present, you say? Be brave, you say? All right, Tom.
I will show you just how brave I can be.
Oh, my Lord, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm so...
I know we said goodbye, but I just couldn't leave, not without telling you everything I feel about you.
Pete, you made your feelings pretty crystal clear.
Well, did I tell you how much I love you?
Asa already told me also how much he loved me, up and down and all the places. So much for love, huh?
Damn it, Pamela, stop it. I'm not Asa Buchanan. Please, give it a month, will you? Will you just try it for 1 month to see that a man can be strong, that he can he be successful and not turn into Asa Buchanan?
It won't work, Pete.
Yes, it will. If you give it a chance, Pamela, please. I'm not offering you $1 million. I don't have it. I'm not offering a mansion. I don't have that either. But what I do have is a whole lot of love. And that's something Asa never gave you. Pam, please. Let's try it. Let's see if that's enough, huh?
Oh, Pete, that's...
Don't. Please, just let him go away. I'm not through yet.
It is the bellman. I called him, and I'm late, and I'm not ready. Please. Look up.
I know it's late. Merry Christmas.
Asa, what? What on earth?
I couldn't let the holidays pass without paying my respects.
You were right the first time. It's too late for Christmas. Get lost, Asa.
Oh, how fortunate you're here, Pete. Stick these in water, will you?
The lady already has flowers, Asa.
Oh? Well, I feel a lady never has enough, I always say. And also not enough friends. That's why I'm here, folks. As a dear old friend.
All right, ladies. That should be the last of it. Thank you, Your Majesty. All right, look, let's load the rest of the treasure back on the boat, get back to Jamaica as fast as we can. Kate, on the way, I want you to use the boat radio, and I want you to call the nearest airport and try to charter us a flight back to Landview.
Oh, do you think we can stop Asa before he pulls another fast one?
For Pamela's sake, I sure as hell hope so.
Would I have to talk to you?
Tina,
Alone?
It can wait, Tina, all right?
Listen, I'll go start the engine. Don't be too long.
Tina, whatever I've got to say to you, I already said back in Landview.
Look, I know, you talked, and all I did was listen, and I know you said how disappointed you are in me and how you can't live with a wife like me, but... Cord, please, I can't just leave it like that.
What do you want me to do, Tina? You want me to thank you for saving my life? All right, thank you for saving my life. If I can ever repay you, I'll find some way. I'll try, all right?
No, I don't want anything from you, Cord. All I want to do is be able to love you, that's all.
I don't want to talk to you about love, Tina.
Well, I do. Look, I know I twisted the truth around, I lied, I used people. I know I did, but I never used you, Cord. All I ever did was love you. Now, please, that's not such a big sin, is it?
Please don't ask me to judge you, Tina.
Boat's ready. How about you? Need any help with anything?
No, I got it all. Needs a little help with Tina, though.
Yeah, I just passed her. She was crying. Can you tell me what you said to her?
It's what I didn't say. Look, Kate, why don't you tell me? Why do you think she came down to Devil's Claw? Was it for me or was it for the treasure?
I'm sorry, Cord. That's one mystery you're going to have to solve without my help.
You're a lot of help, thanks. Let's get the hell out of here.
When Asa shows up with a bouquet of flowers, he's usually got a stiletto stuck in the middle of him so he can put it in your back. Now, Asa, you say your piece with me here, all right?
Oh, I accept that, Pete. In fact, I'd like to go to the town square and just say how sorry I am.
What did you say?
It's hard for me to say, I admit it. But I said it. Pamela, I'm sorry I've been so shameful to you, pointing off that worthless island to you. I mean, I just hate myself.
I don't understand. Last time I saw you were practically gloating.
Well, pride goeth before the fall, amen. Maybe the Yuletide season brought me to my senses. Well, wasn't there an old skinflint back in Dickens's days? Didn't he do it?
Don't flatter yourself. You're much worse than Scrooge.
I deserve that beat and a lot more. Leaving a wife of 10 years, penniless, helpless. I don't know what I was thinking.
Of yourself, naturally.
Pete, please. Let's hear him out.
Words, I know my words aren't going to convince you, and words are really inappropriate now. So I'm going to let this do my talking. It's just a small token of maybe I could earn back some of your respect and forgiveness.
$1 million?
You see that?
I will never have peace, Pam, unless you accept my certified proof of my penance and give me back that no-account strip of sand called Devil's Claw.
Now, you heard the doctor. No football for a few days, okay?
Okay.
Let me guess what you're thinking. It isn't the fact that you can't play football that made you sad, is it? In fact, it isn't even your asthma that makes you sad. Is it, Mommy?
I'm sorry that I made her so sad.
Joey, your Mommy's not sad. She always worries when your asthma comes up. And lately, well, she's had more than enough to worry about.
Why?
Well, mostly my fault. But don't you worry about it, because from now on, everything is going to be just fine. With me, with your Mommy, and especially with you. Give me a hug.
Could I have one of those?
Mommy.
Hello, darling.
Oh. Look at you. You look wonderful. Doesn't he?
He's not the only one. Say, partner, since you've been sidelined for a few days, why don't you run upstairs and see if your brother will play some computer football with you?
Okay.
Walk. Your smile did more for him than all those doctors.
There was a note from Mary Lynch. She said you wanted to speak to me.
You seem very, cautious and wary. I can't say I blame you. I've been, looking over your shoulder for a few weeks.
Could you just tell me what it is that I've done this time, all right? I mean, am I going for a drive with Tom? You're going to make an issue out of that?
Vicky, I don't want to make an issue out of anything. I spoke to Ruth Perkins today, you know, Allison's mother.
I thought she was out of the country.
Well, she was, but she's back. And she made it very clear to me that Allison kidnapped Jessica. Not you, not Nikki Smith. Well, aren't you going to say something?
I said it. I said it weeks ago, Clint. You didn't believe me then, but you choose to believe a total stranger now. Well, that's fine. That's fine as long as you know the truth. And you know it now, so... If there's nothing else, I want to go see Jessica.
No, there is something else.
Please let me go.
Not until you've heard what I have to say.
Well, it looks real.
That's a real $1 million to wipe out 1 million regrets. Give me absolution, Pam. Take the money and give me back Devil's Claw so I can have a clear conscience.
I'm telling you something, it's going to take him more than $1 million to clear up your conscience, Asa. And look, if he wants to give it free and clear, I say take it.
And Asa, you always brag about the fact that you never give anything back.
You are so right. This is the first time. Pam, they say it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to reach the gates of heaven. Family, you're my passport to paradise.
Pam, look, it's a good deal. Take it.
Well, there you go, Pamela. Your lawyer goes for it. You know what he feels about me.
I hear you. Yes, I hear both of you. Thank you very much. But Asa, you have burned me. I mean, not just once, over and over and over again. No, I think I'd better think about this one before I decide.
What does it think about? Pete, talk to her. She'll listen to you.
Listen, wait a minute. I am tired of listening to people tell me what to do. No, I am going to make up my own mind in my own sweet time.
All right, I'll be at the mansion waiting for your call. But don't make me wait too long. Because in the morning, old Scrooge will be his old self again.
Pam, don't be foolish. Take the money.
Wait 1 second. You are the one that always tells me, do not trust him.
I don't trust Asa. What I trust is a certified check for $1 million. Pam, he's right. Tomorrow morning you can wake up and be Scrooge. The Christmas spirit will be gone. What will you have? Nothing under your tree.
Captain, if you got a minute, Bailey's promotion needs your signature.
Sure, Rafe. You know, Rafe, something needs saying.
Well, if Bailey earned the promotion, if you want, I can go get his file.
It's not about Bailey. It's about you. Have a seat. Rafe, you know, some things aren't easy for me to say, and some things are. Is it that way for you?
Not sure I know what you mean, Captain.
What I'm trying to say is, you used to call me Bill.
You used to call me partner. Those days are long gone, aren't they?
It's not easy being a captain, Rafe. You have to make some tough decisions. Sometimes you make mistakes. I made a mistake with Victoria Buchanan, and I made a mistake with you.
Captain, are you saying you're sorry?
Come on now, you know what I'm trying to say. Hey, but don't think that this gives you license to just go out and defy rules, huh?
No, sir. Now, where would I ever get an idea like that?
All right, then wipe that grin off your face. You're still a cop, and every cop in this department has to follow the rules. It's my way or the highway, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I mean, Bill.
Okay, partner. And what do you say we close the case on this Victoria Buchanan kidnapping, turn it over to the DA, and fix our friend up, Mr. Bailey, with his promotion?
We can't do that.
Well, why not? You just said the guy deserves it.
Well, I mean, Jessica's kidnapping. We have to keep the file open.
Yeah, but you heard her mother. Her mother said that her daughter did it.
Yeah, but you heard the rest of what she said. She doesn't know who the accomplice was.
So?
So with all due respect, Captain, we have to keep the file open until we can find the accomplice and nail her.
Vicky, please hear me out. I need your understanding. I need your forgiveness.
Clint, please, I really cannot deal with this.
I know I don't have any right to ask for it, Vicky. I let you down when you needed me most.
Please don't.
I don't blame you for being angry. I don't even blame you for turning to Tom. He was there for you when your own husband wasn't.
Yes, Tom's been a friend, a very good friend. Please, can I go?
Vicky, there are certain things that have to be said between us. We are still husband and wife in spite of all the mistakes I made.
All right, okay. You said you're sorry. I accept that.
I need more than your acceptance, Vicky. I need your love again. I need you again.
Please don't.
We had a love that would last forever. I mean, you said it, I said it, everybody said it. We can find that love again if you'll just try. Vicky, you do still love me, don't you? Vicky, for God's sake, look at me and say that you still love me.
I understand. What's to think about? You got a worthless strip of sand. Ace has got $1 million. Make the deal before he changes his mind.
What if it is just a deal that's just too good? Now, Asa never gives anything away for nothing.
What do I care? If it's a full moon, a midlife crisis, or a Merry Christmas, what do you got to lose?
All right, I'll do it. I'll go over there.
Good.
I will tell Asa. I will accept your offer. I will take you a check for $1 million.
Well, I'll drive you over there.
All right. Well, maybe Asa's saved us the trip.
Hi, Pamela. You know my friend Kate Sanders?
Yeah, we've met. Come on in.
Look, sorry to barge in on you like that, but we just rushed from the airport to see you.
What's going on, Court? I had something we wanted to show you.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Pamela.
Merry Christmas.
John hasn't called yet? No. And he's had plenty of time to cool off. It's not that I expect an apology from him. I just was hoping he'd meet me halfway.
It's all my fault. I never should have told you that I saw him with that woman.
No, it is not your fault. It's that woman's fault. If it weren't for Agrippina coming into town and trying to lure John away, which, of course, she's just about managed to do.
Well, if that's true, then maybe things have worked out for the best.
No, they haven't. Because, you see, I love him. And if he's too proud to call me, then I'm going to call him.
No, Dorian, don't.
Can't you tell me? Can't you say you love me?
Please, just let me go and see the children.
Vicky, I know you love them. Is it too much to ask if you have any feeling for me?
Look, you're their father. I mean, you're my husband. You don't think I've forgotten that, do you?
But you can't forget the mistakes I've made. Honey, I know now that I've been a damn fool to doubt you. And accusing you of being Nicky Smith and taking our baby was nothing short of betrayal in your eyes.
But do you blame me?
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for anything anymore. I'm just asking that you stop blaming me so we can start over, so we can put our marriage and our family back together again.
I really can't deal with this at all now.
Vicky, please. Honey, we have to put this behind us and go on. And we can as long as you still love me.
It's not a question of love anymore, Clint.
What do you mean it's not a question of love? It's a basis for our whole marriage, isn't it?
Well, I thought it was once, yes.
Once. Now you want to pretend like it just doesn't exist anymore?
Wait a minute. You falsely accused me of kidnapping my own baby, and now you say I'm wrecking our marriage?
That's not what I meant. That's the last thing I meant. Honey, if you will just help me out, if you'll just work with me, we can find whoever it was that wanted everyone to believe that Nicky Smith was alive. We can find Alice's accomplice, and we can clear your name of any suspicion.
It's too late for that. Don't you see that?
I know. I should have said these words weeks ago. But, honey, I can't turn back the clock. That's why I'm asking you now to forgive my distrust, forgive my lack of faith.
Just like that?
Vicky, I don't believe this. What happened to our love for each other? What happened to our love that has seen us through so much?
I just can't talk about this anymore.
We have to talk about this. Honey, I have to have some hope. Tell me that we can overcome the past, that we can put our marriage back together again.
Are you getting all this down, Danny?
Yes, sir. We got your private plane going down to Jamaica and a helicopter then to an island called Devil's Claw.
Wonderful place full of surprises.
And the pilot should pick up Kate, Cord, and Tina.
And my security people are going to pick up the biggest treasure chest this side of old John Silver.
Treasure chest?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not living a fairy tale. I saw it with my own eyes.
Wait a minute. Pirate treasure? Are you sure it's real?
24-carat real. Some of the jewels in that box looks like they could have been made for, like, Elizabeth I.
Well, if that's the truth, you should contact the museums.
Museum, hell. And I'll let them out of my sight. Call a carpenter. Have him make a proper case for it.
You're going to keep it here in the mansion?
I'll keep it right here. Right in this room. So when people walk in, they're going to think they're in the Tower of London.
Yeah, they'll think something, all right.
And second thought, don't tell that carpenter what the case is for. And also, don't breathe a word about the treasure to a living soul.
What's the matter, Ace? Are you afraid of getting robbed?
This is a wild and wicked world, Danny, and we're not going to feel safe till that treasure in the chest are sitting right here in this house.
treasure was sitting right there where Kate's map said it would be.
The only trouble was, before we could get out of Colonel Dimitri's headquarters, the roof fell in.
No.
Lucky you weren't killed.
Yeah, I tell you, we almost were, but I tell you what, little old Asa and little old Tina came waltzing in just dying to get their greedy little hands all over this stuff.
I know the worst part of the whole thing. It was not love that saved you. It was greed. Greed. Pure, simple greed.
You know, I would have loved to have seen Ace's face when he saw this treasure chest.
I'm telling you, this is good. You know, like those big old bug eyes that Ace's got? They were just bulging out of his head when he saw all this stuff. Then he slips out, jumps on his helicopter, comes back here, thinking that we're stranded on the island.
So we got off the island as fast as we could, took the treasure with us before he could pull any more of his tricks.
I'm glad you got here when you did. You saved me from making the biggest mistake of my life.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me that Asa tried to pull something to reach you guys?
Yeah, he did, and he almost succeeded.
Oh, just when I think Asa has reached the very bottom, he goes down to a new low. Oh, I love it.
I'm glad you find this amusing, Dorothy.
No, you understand. It's the flagrant way he does everything, even his crimes. I mean, poor Asa can't do anything in a small way. I mean, come on, you have to hand him that.
I'd like to hand him his head.
Yeah.
Excuse me, will you please fill us in here? What does my dear old grandfather try to do now?
Wait till you hear this. Your dear old grandfather was here just a little while ago, dripping with guilt about giving me devil's claw.
You were right, George. You said it'd do something like this.
Listen, there is more. He told me to atone for his sins, that he wanted to generously give me, for the island, $1 million. I mean,
That's right. He comes up with a check with $1 million, right? And he picks up a treasure chest worth what? Double?
Oh, no. This is only a fraction of the loot. The rest of it is downstairs in the hotel vault.
Yep. Kate tells me that once the appraisers get a look at this stuff and inventory it all, Pamela may end up being one of the richest women in the U.S. of A.
Do you still find this amusing, darling?
Oh, I mean, I kept thinking about what I could do with $1 million. I mean, think of all the good I can do with this treasure. I mean,
Well, I tell you, you can
can't
save every
believe
soul
it.
in Malakeva, but not Asa Buchanan.
Dirty son of a gun, and tried to con me.
Pam,
Get angry. Kill him. Does he think he is trying to con me? Does he think I am still a kid?
Hey, well, Pam, please don't take this personally. Just Asa thinks he can buy and sell everybody.
Well, guess what? It's about time that Asa Buchanan found out that he cannot buy or sell me.
Whoa, where are you going?
Yeah,
What's the matter? Do you think I'm going to let him get away with this?
I really don't think you should talk to Asa when you're like this.
Yeah, why don't you count
really?
to 10 and cool off?
I do not want to cool off. What I want to do is to have him see me as I am right this moment. Very, very angry, very defiant, and very, very rich.
Pam, he'll eat you alive.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that what you think? Well, I have some news for you. Little Pamela has teeth of her own these days, and they happen to be very sharp. If anyone should watch out, it's Asa Jeb Stewart Buchanan.
Oh.
Why not? Because John is the one who was out of line. Honey, I know that you're trying to help me, but you just don't know John.
I know that he owes you an apology. Listen, you can't blame yourself just because he has a temper tantrum.
Yes, I can. I can, because it is my fault. When I saw that he was upset, I shouldn't have gone right for his ego. And that's why I'm going to call him and apologize
How
to him.
can you forget that he gave her the keys to his apartment?
Agrippina needed a safe place to stay.
But why his place?
Because John is very generous.
Oh, he's generous, all right. You should have seen...
Seen what?
Oh, nothing. Just forget it.
Come on, Diane. What did you see when you're standing outside John's office? I want to know.
After John gave her the keys to his place, he took her in his arms and she practically melted. I didn't want to tell you.
I'm glad that you did. Listen, she saved his life once. Naturally, they've become friends. There's a natural bond of gratitude, loyalty that is formed.
What about his loyalty to you? I mean, doesn't that come first? No matter how much he's attracted to Agrippina? I can think of a much more private place for us to talk, like my room.
Yeah, well, the idea is to be seen, Aggie. Remember, that's the only way we're going to draw Dimitri out of hiding.
All right, I'll stick to the plans, as long as you stick by me.
You remember our agreement was for me to help you get moved in and make sure you had everything you need. That's all.
But I don't have everything I need. Not as long as you're not there to protect me at every minute.
Aggie, you're perfectly safe here at the inn. And if you want to go out, I'll make myself available.
But Dorian's apartment's so far away. What if I need you in the middle of the night?
Look over my shoulder. You see the guy reading the newspaper?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just one of the agents that was put here by Charles to protect you.
Well, I'd like someone I trust, someone I know.
You don't trust Charles Sanders?
Yes, but what if his men fail to be there when Dmitri makes his move?
They'll be there.
What if someone else is there? What if that someone is working for Dmitri and not for Ambassador Sanders? What if they find a way to get me?
Aggie, if you feel threatened, all you've got to do, pick up the phone and I'll come running, all right?
You're not leaving me, not now.
Yes, you're all moved in, the guards are here, and I've got to take care of something that can't wait any longer.
Dorian.
You got it. If you think Dimitri's dangerous, you ought to see Dorian when you cross her. I just hope to hell she's in a mood to be forgiving.
I don't really know how you can expect me to just forgive and forget that easily. I mean, one little apology, that makes up for all the doubts, all the suspicion, all the misery you caused me.
Vicki, I'm not expecting a miracle. I know it's going to take some time, but if we can just talk about it, if we could try and understand it.
I can't talk about it. I mean, you accused me of being Nikki Smith. You were willing to have me committed to a mental institution.
I was trying to protect the children. I was trying to protect you.
How? By turning me over to the police? By doubting that I knew who I was? How do I know you don't still doubt me?
I'm trying to tell you, honey. I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Well, I'm sorry, but sorry's not enough. I'm not entirely sure that you trust me even now.
Of course I do. Why shouldn't I? The truth finally came out.
No, the truth was out all along. You just never accepted it.
Vicki, I give you my word, I'll never doubt you again.
I don't believe you.
Please, Vicki. Now, we've always been able to count on each other. Don't let one mistake ruin the trust that has taken years to build.
You are the one who destroyed that trust, Clint. Thank God for Tom. At least I had him to depend on.
Damn it, can't we leave Tom Dennison out of this discussion?
No, Tom is very much a part of this discussion. He is very much a part of my life.
Yes, he's made damn sure of that, hasn't he?
If it weren't for Tom, you might have gotten your wish and locked me up in Mountain View Sanitarium.
I never wanted you locked away, Vicki. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let Tom Dennison come off really white in this. He is as much to blame for this disaster as I am.
Sit down.
Thank you. Well, I want to tell you how much I appreciate your giving me time to consider your offer.
Oh, I didn't want to pressure you into changing your judgment or anything.
No, of course you didn't. And I wanted you to know that I have given it a great deal of thought, and I have an answer for you.
I think this is going to be a Christmas to remember.
I think you're right, no doubt about it. But first, I do have a confession to make.
You?
Yes. You see, I'd actually given up on you, Asa. Father has always said that lost soul can always be saved, but when it came to you, I really didn't believe it.
Oh, darling, nobody could blame you, least of all me. I tried to give you a worthless island in exchange for a divorce settlement.
Yes, I know, but you had a change of heart. And, oh, Asa, I want to thank you for restoring my faith, not only in you, but in all mankind.
Well, I don't think I go that far.
Oh, come on now, don't you dare be modest. You had the courage to say you were wrong, admit it, and then try to make up for your mistake. And I promise you, I will never forget it.
Well, any red-blooded Texan with half a heart to do the same, but the main thing is, honey, you're here.
Yes, I am. With the deed for Devil's Claw.
Pamela, I don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed with your grace and forgiveness.
Well, I also am overwhelmed by you, Asa.
I just hope that this will compensate for all the bad things I've done in the past.
Oh, $1 million will compensate for a lot of things.
That's what the season's all about. Giving and receiving. You've got the money that's coming to you, and now I've got a chance to ease my troubled heart.
Oh, and an island. Don't forget the island.
Oh, then. Barren rock pile, yeah, I guess that's mine, but what I treasure the most is this moment right now.
Oh, I treasure it too. Asa, I'm so glad we can part being friends. I just want to say one thing to you. Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Happy holidays.
same to you, girl. Same to you.
Vicky, I'm not saying I don't have my part of the blame.
Then how can you possibly accuse Tom of coming between us?
How? Because every time I turn around, he's standing right by your side.
Yes,
That's
because
how.
he's my friend.
He's
He's
a
the
hell-
only friend I've had.
He's a hell of a lot more than a friend, Vicky. You fire me as editor of the Banner, and you put him in my place.
Well, I had good reasons.
Oh, I'll bet you did. What is it anyway? I mean, we have a common goal, a common vision for years, and all of a sudden, you can't work with me anymore, but you can work with a fella you've only known a few months.
Well, what about all the years I was your wife and the mother of our children? You conveniently forgot that when you decided I was Nicky Smith.
Well, what did you expect? All of a sudden, you forgot that your son had an asthma condition.
Don't change the subject on me. You accused me of putting Tom before you, and if I did, it's your fault.
Vicky, I have admitted my mistakes. Why can't you admit yours?
Because it was not a mistake to fire you and to hire Tom. All we do is argue, Clint. How can I possibly run a newspaper with somebody who challenges every move I make?
I am only challenging Tom Dennison.
Well, by attacking him, you are attacking me.
What?
You heard me. That's the last word I have to say on this subject.
Vicky. Vicky, please. Vicky. Look, I didn't mean for this to become another argument.
That's even worse, then. This has become a fight, and you didn't even want it to be one.
I don't want to fight anymore. And I don't want our marriage to unravel. You can stop that from happening.
No, I can't. Don't you see it's already happened? Thanks to you, we don't even have a marriage that's worth saving.
Here. Asa, I just got off the phone with the airport.
You are a hard-working boy. You know what the good book says? There's a time for every purpose under heaven, and the time now is to celebrate. Here.
Asa, I wouldn't pour that champagne quite yet.
Why not? You followed my orders?
Yes, sir, but...
I mean, you got the carpenter building the case for the treasure.
Righto, but I spoke to the airport about getting your plane down to Jamaica.
Call him back. Call him back. I think I'll fly down to Jamaica and oversee the transfer myself. Of course, you're going to go along.
Oh, Asa, I'd love to go to Jamaica, but something I got to tell you.
I know. Wait a minute. I know you're worried about courting the girls. Christmas time, I'll stick by my deal. I'll fly them all home.
See, that won't be necessary. You see, I spoke to the airport, and I was checking up on the customs procedures about getting the treasure out.
Oh, good idea. Anything I should know?
Yes, sir, but I don't think you'll like what you're going to hear.
Pete, I'd be real careful walking around with all that stuff. You might want to put it in the hotel vault.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to, but I wanted to wait for Tam. You seen her?
No, maybe she's still at Ace's.
Oh, I don't like that at all. He's fooled her before. He could fool her again. Look, Court, do me a favor. Put this in the vault. I'm going to go get her.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, just come with me. Just go with me. Hello, everybody. Hardly necessary. Waiter, I would like 2 of the bottles of the most expensive champagne you have, and 1 bottle of your most expensive club soda for me and my friends.
Well, champagne. I take it that means that you just gave Asa one piece of your mind, man.
Oh, better than that. I just gave him back his rotten, dirty little old island.
You gave him Devil's Claw for nothing?
Well, not exactly. In exchange, he graciously decided to give me a certified check for $1 million. Oh, bad deal. I did it. Oh, my gosh. It's the most glorious moment in my whole entire life. I wish you could have been there to see it. Just instant replay to see how unctuous he was. It was great.
Wait a minute. You got a check for $1 million and the jewels. Asa got a worthless strip of sand?
Yeah. Ready justice, wouldn't you say?
I'd say so. Oh, I'd say it was double-barrel revenge.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
You're
you.
a credit to your sex.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Kate. Kate, thank you. Thank you. Listen, I want to give you something. And
Well?
wonderful to thank you so much for making this whole thing possible.
Pam, I can't possibly.
No, please. Please, if you hadn't discovered that treasure, I never would have had a chance to get even with you. So go on, make it to
Come on, Kate. What do you say we just make a little brooch out of this, so every time you see Ace, he just flash right in his little old face?
Okay, I will accept it, but only long enough to donate it to Earthpeace. Thank you.
No, you keep it, and I'll make a donation to Earthpeace. What? Oh, it's a wonderful. How about $10,000? Is that all right? Yeah, 10,000. Good. 10,000. Believe me, I might even be able to make it more, but first I have to hire an accountant and find out what my income, my monthly budget is going to be. Oh, love, go on. Cord, take some for Tina.
Pam, I think that's a real nice idea to give something to Tina, but I'd appreciate it if you delivered it yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... I might put you in an awkward situation.
Well, it might make Tina feel very awkward if you gave her just one jewel.
Yeah, Pete, sorry I didn't think of that. Poor Tina. Just think, if she had not given that island back to Asa when she did, she actually would have been the owner of all this treasure.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's poetic justice, all right.
Uh-huh. And believe me, it is the sweetest kind there is. Here's your check. Come on. Take it. Take it.
Well, look,
I wish we had some
I've got to
memory
get a
of this.
picture. Don't worry about memories. I got a picture right here.
Oh, a picture. Let's take a picture.
That would be even better than memories, because it's going to be on the front page of the band.
Put this on me. Wait a minute. We got to get some jewels on you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hold that up. That's gorgeous on you.
You ready?
Jewels, doubloons.
No, wait a minute. On the count of three, I want y'all to say diamond. Ready? One,
We're ready.
2, 3.
Diamond! Yay!
Dorian? Is it safe? Red roses. Long stem. Your favorite? Aren't they? Dorian, come on. Either forgive me or just put on the gloves and let's get it over with, huh?
John.
Shut up. Kiss me.
Excuse me. It's all right, darling. John and I were just having a fight,
Mm-hmm. And we called it a draw. So, let's use some water, will you?
Dorian, are you okay? Oh.
She's just fine. At least if she isn't, she will be. See, we have all night to heal any wounds.
And clean lipstick off your face. Oh, honey, don't forget to trim the bottoms off the stem. Thank you.
Well.
Okay, now. Okay, what's this about a draw, huh? I have just yet begun to fight.
Yeah. You know what you're going to say? I acted unfairly to you at Charles' house.
Unfairly, John? Unfair? That is just about the understatement of the year. I mean, you absolutely turned your back on me as if I would betray you.
I know.
Betray your precious state secrets.
I know. I should have trusted you.
Then why didn't you?
Well, I was angry. You know, frankly, I would have had Aggie out of the country if you hadn't have blown the whistle.
And I'd do it again. I would, if it would stop that stupid, idiotic little terrorist from escaping.
And you'd be right to do it.
I would?
Yeah. You see, if Aggie had gotten out of Landview, she probably would have kept running the rest of her life. Unless Dimitri would have caught her and killed her.
Oh, so you finally figured that out.
Well, at least I did figure it out. And now, thanks to Charles, we have a plan to keep Aggie safe from harm.
Oh, and I suppose that it is too top secret to share with the likes of me.
No, it is not. I came here to tell you the details. Aggie's agreed to stay in town and act as a kind of a lure.
Oh, and you don't have to tell me who she's going to try to lure.
Not me. Dimitri, baby. She's going to keep a high profile in town, see if she can draw him out of hiding.
Mm-hmm. What does she get in exchange for it?
Immunity from prosecution.
Well, that sounds fair. But what if you're wrong? What if Dimitri's smarter than that and he gets to Aggie before you or Charles can protect her?
All right, first things first. Now that Clint has stopped seeing Nicky Smith behind every tree, your path is clear.
A path? My path to what? As far as my relationship with Clint is concerned, nothing has changed.
Well, Vicky, it has. Now you can tell him about your memory loss.
Absolutely not.
Well, Vicky, now, just listen to me. Please. Now, since Clint now is is no longer convinced that Nikki Smith was here. He's now convinced she wasn't. You telling him the truth isn't going to make him want to put you away.
Tom, you don't understand.
Vicky, you'll get the help you need. Not secretly, but out in the open. You'll be able to tell Clint the whole truth about everything.
No, that's the last thing that I'll be able to do.
Kevin, what are you doing up?
Mom wasn't in her room. Where is she?
My mom went for a walk. You know how your mom likes to go for a late walk in the snow?
Sure.
Kevin, wait a minute. I think I might need some help building this fire up a little bit. Here, I'll stir it up. You can put on some more kindling here, huh? What is it? Well, come on, Kev. I thought we could talk about anything.
I heard you.
Heard who? You mean you heard your mom and me?
Why are you always yelling?
Kevin, we're not always yelling. Is that how it sounds? Come here a minute. That scares you, huh?
Jeffrey Parker's. They're always yelling at each other. And they got a divorce.
Well, Kevin, I don't know about Jeffrey Parker, but your mom and I are not even remotely thinking about a divorce.
That's what they said. Until they got one.
What else did Jeffrey Parker tell you?
Well, he sees his mom Monday through Friday. And his dad on Saturdays and Sundays.
And you're afraid that's what's going to happen with you and Joey and Jessica?
Is it?
No. I swear to you it isn't. Tell me something, Kev. Do you and Joey ever have disagreements? You know, like about who's going to ride in the front seat or who's going to get to play with the computer first?
Lots of times.
There you are. Same thing happens to grown-ups. The thing is, you got to learn to work your way through those disagreements. Now, you and Joey are just learning how to do that, but your mommy and I have got a lot of experience. Kevin, your mommy and I love you very much. And your brother, and your sister, and we're not going to do anything to hurt you, or your brother, or your sister. You hear me? All right, now, I don't want you to catch Daddy's cold, but I want one right there. Oh, no. You can do better than that. All right. What do you say we go up now?
Okay.
And I suppose you're a little tired, so you'd like to ride old Clint up those stairs, huh?
Yeah.
All right, mount up, cowboy. Oh, boy. What do you say we see about putting that model airplane together that Santa got you? Huh?
Yeah.
I'll get the glue and an airplane knife, and we'll just put that sucker together in a New York minute.
Vicky, once you tell Clint the truth, your problems will start to end.
No.
Really.
No, it will only be beginning. Oh, Clint will stop seeing me for Nicky Smith, yes, but once he finds out that I'm dependent, he'll never leave me alone.
Of course, he'll want to help you.
I don't want his help. I want to be able to put my life back together again now without any pressure from anyone, least of all my supposed husband. I don't trust the man, Tom. I don't like him. That's why I have to be very, very sure that I'm not making a mistake.
What are you afraid of?
I feel as if I'm at a crossroads in my life right now. It's possible that I may never regain my memory. And if that's true, then what do I have to look forward to? A loveless marriage, a lifetime of being dependent on Clint Buchanan. I can't let that happen. We can't let that happen.
We?
Tom, I need your faith, and I need your support. And I need your willingness to cover up my memory loss.
Vicky, you can't cover it up forever.
No, not forever, but just long enough to do what I have to do. Please, will you help me, please?
Well, you know I can't refuse you anything.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you.
If you're not going to tell Clint the truth, just what is it that you have to do?
It's something that he may never understand. But I have to do it nonetheless. I don't have any other choice.
Now, why are you so suddenly concerned about Aggie's welfare?
Because if Aggie is in danger, you're going to go running to her rescue and get yourself killed, and that's something I don't want. Now, do you mind if we talk about something else besides Miss Walcott?
This is the woman that claimed up and down that she didn't have a jealous bone in her.
I don't. I am not jealous, John. I wipe that silly grin off your face. I'm not jealous, not in the least. And you ought to be flattered.
Flattered?
Yes, that I'm willing to let you see how much you mean to me.
Now, does that tell you how flattered I am?
I'm starting to be convinced that I could use just a little more persuasion.
No problem.
I mean, who would have thought, a little school teacher from Malacca was sitting here with champagne and just dripping in jewels. Thing is now, what am I going to do?
Well, anything you want, but the one thing you don't have to do is go back to Malakiba to hide.
You know, you're right. I mean, I can do anything I want. I can live anywhere I want. I can do whatever I want because I'm rich.
No kidding.
I know I'm rich. I mean, I'm really rich. I mean, I'm filthy rich. Oh, God, I'm rich. I know what the best part of it is. I mean, the real best part of it is that I don't have to depend on Asa for anything.
Jellyfish swims faster than that.
Not with a clogged nose like this.
Try Sinex.
With Sinex Vapors, you feel better in 1 second. Plus, it's strong.
Isn't this a lovely sight? A couple of buzzards picking my bones.
Ace, if you came here to cry foul, forget about it. You got exactly what you deserve.
This is your doing, O'Neill. You took a sweet innocent lamb and they've turned her into a she-wolf.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Buchanan. I'm not a buzzard or a lamb or a wolf or any of the other animals that you happen to be acquainted with.
Protect him, Pam. I know what he's done.
Pete has not done anything. I did. Now, when are you going to get that through that big concrete brain of yours? You are dealing with an equal these days, and don't you ever forget it.
I can't believe you're saying this.
Believe me. Oh, Asa, you should be very proud of me. You're the one that taught me every bitty little trick I know. Stick the knife right in, twist it. Doesn't even bother me.
Good student, huh, Ace?
You cheated. You lied all because you thought I was faithless. Couldn't wait to see me penniless. Well, take a good look at me now, Asa.
Nobody likes a bad winner, lady.
Well, you're half right. I am a winner. You know what that makes you, Asa? It makes you a loser. Asa. Catch. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Rita?
Clint.
It won't fly anymore. Kevin was very upset about it. I promised him I'd put it back together. Another broken promise, huh?
I'm sorry I left earlier. You're right, we do have to talk.
Actually, it wasn't the airplane that upset him. He's afraid we're going to be like Jeffrey Parker's parents.
Who?
Kevin's best friend.
Oh, of course.
Seems they share custody of him. Weekdays with Mom, weekends with Dad.
What did you tell Kevin?
What could I tell him? I promised him it would never happen. And it won't, Vicky, not if it's remotely within my power.
Clint, I don't want to hurt you, and I would die before I hurt the children.
I know that. And that's why we have to try and work this out, honey.
It's not quite that simple.
I know we can't just forget the whole thing. We can't erase the past with just one stroke of the brush, but we can try. We can try to put our marriage back together again.
No, we can't. There is nothing that you or I or anyone can do to patch us up.
Vicky, please don't say that.
I'm sorry, Clint. I want a divorce.